Hello everybody, welcome to another episode in the Soar Valley Chronicles, where I'm going to be tracking the progress I make this spring with reviving my garden railway to get it back fully functional and fully operational again for what will hopefully be a lovely summer. One of the biggest challenges you face with garden railways is that during the course of the winter your roadbed and your ballast has a tendency to fall apart really. That can be because of frost heave, it can be because of roots of trees which begin to undermine your track work, and so every spring you need to do some maintenance work. I've not done this for a couple of years, so all sorts of things have gone wrong. I mean, that bridge, look, is in a pretty sorry state. And what this means in practical terms is that on the Soar Valley Railway we have to have a quarry. Now during the year that means that actually I will run special wagons around the railway dropping off loads of ballast. But this quarry area just becomes the place where I can dump bags of grit. And now at this stage, with there being so much to do this spring, here's my trusty tools. Oh, let me move a bit so that my shadow's not going to get in the way too much. Okay, just a nice sturdy box, a brush in due course, and a child's spade. I just fill up the box. Okay, so once you're ready to put some ballast down or refresh the ballast in a particular area, you just get your box of ballast, you start doling it out pretty liberally. Like in any other scale, you've just got to be a bit careful around your points, your turnouts. We'll look at that in a moment, but yeah, just basically dole out lots and lots of gravel. Don't have to be at all careful, just dumping it everywhere. Okay, that'll probably do for starters. A bit more down the middle here, and then basically you just take your brush and you start to spread it out, getting it worked well. When you have problems of stones just getting into your points, you just use a little grubber tool. I've made one out of a skewer for shish kebabs on the barbecue, just bent over the end at 90 degrees to give me a bit more purchase, and that just lets you work through any trapped bits of stone, tease them out of the points so that eventually it's all nice and clear. Sometimes an extra brush, more vigorous, just gets rid of the excess, and eventually, slowly but surely, testing, you get the point clear and working nicely again. Alright, so once I'm happy that the area is ballasted to the point where I'm satisfied with it, then there's two things left to do. First of all, I just bring a couple of wagons through, because of course the proof of the pudding in this sense is whether your trains are going to run through happily. And then once I've done that, might sometimes need to just fine-tune things a little bit, but the last step is to use some WD-40, just a lubricant, and I give the area of the points a really good soaking. The mechanisms, all the moving parts. I guess there's a risk, of course, that allows dirt to stick to everything, but I find that doesn't seem to happen too badly, and it certainly keeps the mechanisms moving. These points at least have been out in the garden for about 10 years now and are still working fine, so I'm okay with that. It seems to work fine. Alright, so that's it. That's a quick introduction to how I ballast my track. I've got to work my way around the whole railway over the next couple of weeks, and at some point I'll also perhaps show you how I lift the track bed in some areas just to straighten things out and correct for root growth or for frost heave. But that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoy these little garden railway tidbits, even if you're a modeller of the smaller scales indoors, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye bye.